I want to welcome everyone to the Crypto Kingdom. Welcome to the Crypto Kingdom. This is London. We have an awesome show today, guys. An unbelievable show. We're going to get through it, guys. Today, I am sitting with an individual, Rick. He is from North Carolina. This is about Bitcoin. By the way, you are looking at a beautiful, beautiful falling wedge here on the charts on the 4 hourly. Please go to the 4 hourly. Guys, we have a phenomenal story today. Rick is from North Carolina. Rick was going to invest $25,000, guys, in Bitcoin in 2008, Rick? In 2008, he was going to invest $25,000. Guys, he didn't invest. I think it was a problem. Was it your wife? What happened? It was your wife. You can come here and say hello, Rick. This is such a great story. I want this on film. Guys, this is unbelievable. He was going to invest $25,000 in Bitcoin in 2008, and you said you had an issue with your wife or something. Is that? She wouldn't go for it. Well, tell us about what was the situation in terms of like what happened. You. Let me try and get this. A friend of mine in North Carolina.
Yeah, and he was trying to get me to invest in his mining operation.
Wanted you to invest in the mining operation, okay?
Yeah, $25,000.
$25,000. Would you have gotten Bitcoin for that? You would have gotten $25,000 in Bitcoin at $2. Is that right? In 2000?
December of 2008.
In December of 2008. In December of 2008. Wow. And so you did not invest in Bitcoin in 2008. I guess that's the way it went, huh?
It's a sad story.
Well, that's not a sad story. Well, it is, but
What did you say it would have been about 500?
we did the calculations today. That would have been $500 million. With Bitcoin currently at 40,000, that would have been $500 million. The good news is I sat down with Rick earlier on today, and Rick, although he didn't make the $500 million on Bitcoin, he sat down today, and I signed him up on Gate. So we did, didn't we? And we're excited about that. I can't wait. He likes the platform. He's really excited. And so the guy who could have bought Bitcoin at $25,000, he now has returned to the scene really for the first time, and we're able to get him involved in Gate and the crypto exchange. So Rick, we are so excited. Let's pound it. That's such a great story. We really appreciate you being a part of the Crypto Kingdom. Just phenomenal story, guys. I wanted to bring that to you because, when do you meet someone who was going to put in, and guys, his friend was in the mining business. Okay, had a big warehouse, big shop, big store, everything, right? And yeah, hundreds of computers, hundreds. He says it's hot in there, et cetera. He knows, and his friend's been in front of the Senate, et cetera. Big timers, in terms of mining operations, et cetera. And Rick was going to put in $25,000, and I was like, wow, what a story. I don't meet people like that all the time. So when we look at Bitcoin in terms of where it's been, where it's going, guys, we're at a critical point right now on the screen, and we just finished that. Rick, I can't thank you enough for being on the program. Really. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm so excited. Rick just sat down right after that, and he was telling someone else, how to get on Gate, how to get on the exchange. Guys, it's just really nice for me to be able to bring that opportunity to Rick and to be able to bring that opportunity to you guys. So as we look at that, I want to go ahead and let me get into the charts real quickly. We'll definitely do that. You guys know. But what a great story. And guys, we have phenomenal technicals to get through today. You guys know the technicals are going to rock. Really excited about all that. I'm going to put in the top here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and put in Gate. And you guys know that 100x is on the front of the stream. Why? Because 2 days ago, guys, within 48 hours, one of the coins on Gate went a 100x in 48 hours, guys. So startup coins, ICOs, etc. One of the VIP perks, and also you guys who are not in VIP, make sure you use this link because it will give us the data. We're doing those analytics. Okay, we're doing that backdoor analytics, and the VIP perk is you guys are going to get that information ahead of time. We're going to kind of try and really siphon through which startups might make sense or not. As we look at Bitcoin, Rick is proof in terms of the long-term potential that Bitcoin has brought to everyone. That's one of the most exciting stories that I've heard. The real exciting part is that today, even though we didn't buy in 2008, today, and he was going to put $25,000 in. It was just a setup deal. I just met him yesterday, a few days ago, and he got into Bitcoin today in terms of talking. I'm so happy to be able to bring that opportunity to him now. Literally, I'm so excited, and I know he missed out on that $2 price tag and the $500 million. It would have been investment in the business at $25,000 with the multiples $2 into $40,000. Guys, is you do your math, guys. It would have been $500 million. So let's get into the technicals. Let's get into that. But as I bring these opportunities to you guys, it's not financial advice, but I'm that excited about bringing you guys these opportunities. I just am in terms of the overall crypto space. I'm not going to be one to discount it or to not talk about it when stories like that are floating around of people who could have amassed a huge fortune. We know that you guys are very involved in technical analysis. This is your home for technical analysis. It's also your home for VIP, right? I want to let you guys know we have a former NFL player. What's going on? I want to shout out to Alfonso. Alfonso, how are you, brother? Very nice to have Alfonso as part of the group. Now Alfonso is new VIP. I'm going to show a picture of Alfonso here in 1 second if I can get this. Can I please get, there we go. I got the light to behave itself for just a second. Let's go ahead and just shout out to Alfonso because he's new, he's VIP. He's kind of the man. Let's take a look at this. If I can find Alfonso Roundtree. There we go. Roundtree. Miami Dolphins, guys. He's the real deal. VIP welcomes Alfonso Roundtree. Let's check him out again, guys. It's just exciting. We'll get into the technicals in just a second. But guys, this is NFL in the house. What's former NFL Miami Dolphin star? Very excited to have you and Alfonso and all your friends. Let's get those VIPs full of MVPs. Let's work that out. We're definitely going to be looking in that direction in terms of new coins, etc., formation of coins, etc. We're excited to be able to bring that to you guys. Definitely. Now we'll get into the technicals, guys. We'll definitely get into the technicals today. I have discovered something on the charts which I think you guys are really going to like, okay? It's going to change the framework of what you're looking at currently. This is a descending wedge, okay? It looks like it's broken out. This is on the 4-hourly chart, guys, the 4-hourly chart. I would look at this descending wedge. It's looking like it's pushing a little bit. The good news is that while this has pushed, and I sent this out in a tweet, guys, and within that time frame, it just tried to really complete something on the upside. I also sent one out. I'm looking for a bull flag, okay? I'm going to explain why I'm looking for a bull flag, okay? It's one of the strongest patterns we can get, maybe next to a pennant. Bull pennant is going to be maybe, I'd say, likely kind of number one. I'd say number one in terms of the bull pennant. The bull flag, though, is beneficial, guys, equally beneficial. And the important thing about it, if we look at the move up that Bitcoin just made, kind of recapturing that threshold right around 40,000, guys, 39,894. Yeah, guys, look at this, guys. There's a little bit of variation here. I want to talk about the variation here on this bull flag which has formed. Okay, you do need this velocity, the move to the upside, guys. I'm going to talk about the other time frames in a moment here. That falling wedge is very important, but this bull flag, guys, I want to talk about how much does it need to conform. I'm also going to talk about another issue on Bitcoin that I think you guys are going to find phenomenally amazing, guys. It boils it down. If we could deduce things, I want to talk about, can we deduce things? I want you to look at the primary page of TradingView, guys. This is the simplest thing I think that we could have run into, guys. If I hover around this previous intermittent line of support here, okay, you guys see that in January, okay, in January 2021. This year, if you'll look at that figure, guys, at that 30,000, okay, after the initial, once it started to really run up, it hit this line of support. Guys, we just on the daily chart, and this is a 1 year time frame, guys. We just on the daily literally just achieved that same level. We've been, difficultly going up and down, a lot of volatility, getting our way to exactly that point on the chart, guys. It's really phenomenal to see that and just recognize it. Has it been this simple the whole time that one of the key areas, one of the key focal points is literally just the previous support? And I'm going to go through that because a lot of times we complicate matters, guys. We just complicate matters, and that's never our intention, is to add any complication to you. We want to simplify things. As we look at this in terms of the bull flag formation, what's really important right now is to look back in January. I want to show you guys what the bull flag formation was, and I don't think there will be too much argument on this one, guys. If we look back, and we're going to have to drag our charts over just a bit, guys. It's just it's what we're going to do. Let's make sure we catch the upside. I want you to look at the bull flag formation which we had back in, I want to say back in January, guys. Back in January, it was J.P. Morgan that came out during that time. In terms of the bull flag formation that came out during January, guys, that right there is a pretty nice looking bull flag. Now, is it perfect? Not really, guys. It's not really perfect, down to the exact technicals, the perfect lines. I'm going to say, it conforms quite well. That's on the hourly chart. So, but you might have also said, well, not really, because the lines, if you look at it, it's really opening up, somewhat like an expanding wedge. Now, in terms of the pattern conformance that we're looking for right now, guys, that literally completed to the upside. If we go to I'd say maybe on the 4-hour, we'd be able to see it as well. We'd be able to measure that out. Absolutely. There we go. But as you see, the measurement here is just a complete perfect, guys. It tests the axiom, guys, that flags fly at half mast. You guys know that, right? So as we're looking right now at formations, as we're looking at bull formations, and we'll get into this. We'll look at the let's look at the candlesticks on this and make sure a little bit under. I guess we had drawn that previously, right at probably that mark there. But we're just right at there. I mean, we're within. Let's see the threshold, just to measure it out. Let's look at the threshold of this, and I do see the other portion that it did pick up on. If we have an alternative, about 8% in between this dip and there. I'd say probably it looks like definitely. We'll want to incorporate this into the current analysis as well. Let's go ahead and incorporate that. Not be afraid to just get the right answer while we're on, guys. If you ever need to rework your technicals, just do it. You guys know we do this on the fly. It's not rehearsed. I don't come up with material beforehand to plug to you. I'm going to do it on the fly, guys. So in terms of this bull flag in January, let's see if it was that next hitch, and it probably is. There we go. It's that next hitch up, which it wanted to clear that, and it looks like there is a baby bull flag. That's right. That's right. As I look closer, that's right. There is a baby bull flag during that move there. So yeah, exciting to look at. Is this complicated? I don't think so, guys. In and around that $30,000 mark has just been repeated. That was the key figure of support after the big run up in January, and bam, it got a lot of institutional support, etc. People, in corporate America started really paying attention to it. It's that same level that's been reinforced every time thus far, guys. It's like a wall right now. Literally, we've hit it in January. We've hit it 1, 2, 3 times again. An entry at each of these spots, and guys, that's on the Fibonacci as well. You guys know it's the 50% retracement, so we definitely pay attention to the Fibonacci's. Currently now, as we look at the price action, it's just, I bring up the bull flag there in January to take a look now and say, well, what is the pattern conformance? How perfect does it need to be? And I spent some time on this earlier. The VIP definitely have, some good charts for me. I'll say this, with all of the time I can put into it, I really try and do something positive with them. Now, in terms of this, that's why I'm here, guys, is to try and make life a little bit easier, because I know crypto is not always easy. I'm London, by the way. Thank you guys for joining. I appreciate you hitting that like button if you've just shown up. That will help me with diagnostics and knowing who's here or who is not here yet if you've just shown up, etc. So as we look at this falling wedge, guys, I believe that you guys understand this is supposed to be a continuation pattern. That's on the 4 hourly. You guys understand that's supposed to be a continuation pattern. Absolutely. And as we look at it on the 4 hour, it looks like it is frustrating enough that I want to dig in. And now it looked really nice after this breakout of this wedge pattern, and a break to the upside. It did go ahead and push. Then it's collapsed back down a bit along some EMAs on the lower time frames. Let's go ahead and go into the hourly. Let's go into the hourly and let's see what's forming. This is where that bull flag becomes very relevant, guys. And you're going to want to play this on a breakout, guys. You're going to want to look at this line, okay, in terms of your positioning, in terms of a breakout. Not financial advice, but you guys know, it's just, you understand how to trade. You guys are great traders. We enjoyed trading this morning. Ooh, it was quite a day trading. You guys know that. Quite a day trading. The market was not too kind this morning. I'll say that. A lot of limited, factors went into it. And I spoke with somebody really important. I wanted to bring you guys just some information. When you enter in your trades, make sure you enter in as early as possible. Some people will say, well, I didn't get picked up. Some people will say, well, I tried to sell and it didn't get my order, but it hit that price. Guys, you get, depending on your exchange, you may get into a situation where you're limited because you did not go first. Guys, that's a big deal. You didn't go first, right? You've got other people in line at the exchange, right? And you need to be able to go ahead and get that delivered, get that together in terms of like you're the front of the line, right? And it doesn't feel good in the back of the line, guys, because you don't get your orders taken care of. There was an order I slammed through today very quickly on Bitcoin. I was getting information back and forth between the VIP, etc., and I saw it there, and I was like, well, it got hit. I looked at it, and it must have gotten hit, and I looked back, and it didn't get hit. I had to exit a different way. So as we look at that, don't ever be surprised by that. The quicker you get your orders into the exchange, I'm going to just say I believe, based upon information, et cetera, guys, and experience, that it's going to increase your likelihood of getting that order delivered to you. Guys, we are day traders, you know that. In terms of the top left, you guys see that scan code. This looks best on a big screen. You guys know that. And it's just a pleasure to come to you guys with some information. So let's see what we have here. I would like to hear from a few of you, and I may need to tweet out, if someone can help me out tweeting that out. But I'd like to tweet that we are live. I would appreciate I would appreciate that. I think we can definitely do that if I can figure out how to. I don't know if I know how to tweet this, guys. Do you know how to tweet at YouTube? I don't know how to tweet at YouTube. Let's just focus on the technicals. I know technicals. So in terms of this, You definitely want to subscribe with notifications on. I want to let you guys know that. But we're watching the breakout right now. That's an exciting move. We may just sit here and trade the breakout. You guys want to trade the breakout? I'm game. You guys want to sit around and trade the breakout on Bitcoin? I'm game. I got time. You guys got time? We sit there and talk about 500, probably 21 different time frames and a lot of different nuances. We've covered the nuances. We've covered where we're at. We've covered essentially this beautiful move we've made to the upside. It's been bullish move after bullish move. We are excited, guys, that for the ones who got involved when we said, I think it's a good time to buy Bitcoin, guys. So that's that hasn't changed, guys. We haven't gotten an indication of a break in the action. We haven't hit a key, I'd say, like stop loss. Have we even really changed the trend thus far? If you want to draw a generalized trend line, have we even really broken down through from this primary trend, guys, that we've established? Guys, it's just been a phenomenal few days, so you guys know that. So shout out to all the VIPs, shout out to all you guys that are here, and I just welcome you guys in. Jag is in the house. Nice to have you, Jag. We went through a story earlier on about Rick, who is here. You can rewatch the beginning of the tape. He was gonna buy Bitcoin, $25,000 worth in 2008. $25,000 at $2, Jag, and good gosh, we did the calculations. It'd be $500 million right now at $40,000. I don't think his wife would let him, something like that. So very interesting, huh? And so what's nice is I was able to give him the information on Gate, and he's never bought crypto since then, through the entirety of watching Bitcoin, everything else. And so he was sitting here today. He's on the beginning of the stream. And it was just awesome because I was able to give him Gate Exchange. He just got on Gate while I was here, and now he's going to be buying Bitcoin. And what a cool deal. That's he's got quite a story to be able to reintroduce to Bitcoin. Those are the stories that, they knock the lights out of any we're going for 100,000 subscribers. I don't push all that, guys. I like to keep it exclusive, right? So we appreciate you guys being here. And as we look at things, we got Jag. Jag, I'm not sure about trying to maybe trade this. I don't know. I think that we may have an opportunity to work on a bull flag. If you're just plugging in here, it looks like we have a bull flag type formation, guys, a bull flag type formation here, and we would just we would trade this, guys, like we do anything else. You're going to have multiple takes along the way up. You guys know from a technical standpoint, if you have any kind of any deviation, were this to and guys, the basics are met, guys. The basics are met. Ryan from Wyoming, what is up, brother? Nice to see you. As we look at this, guys, we're going to have a few different indications in terms of a top side target. You guys understand that? Absolutely. Any variation that we get in this in the move to the upside, we're going to want to calculate that, guys, in terms of a potential move to the upside. This bull flag formation is indicated by a move to the upside. And guys, what's the other requirement? Well, it's going to need to have a downward sloping channel. Okay, it's going to need to have a downward sloping channel. That is reinforced, guys, by the technicals. There are a few different patterns that we could definitely get into. And the one thing that was kind of causing us a little bit of pause or concern, let's look at this, guys. Let's look right there. This movement. If we could just get rid of that movement from 39,300. Guys, down to the 38,969. If we could just chop that off, guys, we would have a lot of heavy money just ready to. I'm going to say a lot of heavy money from not just us, but from a lot of different people. Literally looking at this, we got a bull flag like that because it's just so well indicated. Now on the hourly, we just touched down again, very close, guys, very close to the 30 on the RSI. The relative strength index has just kind of hammered home. That was that pop that we got a little bit a while ago, guys, to send us back up over $40,000 currently. So I'm very, very excited about this, guys. I just am. The first bullish pattern that we found recently that I found and delivered to VIP was around 29,000, guys. 29,000. So that was nice. And it was like, I really try and pay attention to those things. I really do, on coins that are going or not going or kind of stagnant, etc. If they have the potential to move, the VIPs in the back room, they know it's like, London's going to get, let's see what's coming around the corner. And I like that about you. Big shout out to Jay. Jay came up with something very interesting today in terms of a bull flag on a different time frame. So as you guys share those, and maybe you have questions about them with the rest of the group, etc., I just really appreciate that. That's something I really look at, and I'm very excited about those types of notifications, those types of perks, right? The benefit of being in, I'd say, the upper crust community, guys, in terms of hopefully your returns and the number of trades. Doesn't have anything to do with your status or stigma. We did welcome today Alfonso, guys. We welcomed Alfonso Roundtree, Al Roundtree, former Miami Dolphin. So That's exciting. I think he's got some NFL buddies. What's up, Al? You got some VIP. You got some NFLs that maybe want to join up with Crypto VIP with the Crypto Kingdom. You're gonna. I think you guys are gonna be impressed. First of all, we got to impress you. First of all, right? We just hung out, had a little bit of a cigar together, and talked crypto. Right? He likes Gate Exchange. I want to let you guys know he liked Gate Exchange a lot. Look forward to Al being on Gate Exchange. So that's really, really exciting. Now, in terms of the overall price action, guys, we're looking at a bit of a variation here, and you guys can let me know, Jag, or Julian. Nice to see you, Julian. Julian, I'm sure you've looked at this in terms of the overall movement here. This move to the upside, nice velocity, guys. We've seen some really nice moves with velocity. A lot of people may have just gotten surprised with this move up. We had sent a nice tweet out. I want to show you guys the tweet that I sent out, and I want to show you guys this just so you know how we're communicating with you. Make sure that you're signed up. But what did I say? I said, Bitcoin dreaming about a bull flag. Oh, 52,000 would be nice, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be nice? And in here just indicating we may be in a bull flag, guys. We'd really like to see it. And I'll tell you guys, right after we sent that tweet, it was just probably, what would you guys say, about 20 minutes or so? Just bam, big strong move to the upside. So very, very nicely done in terms of coordination. The information you're getting from us, guys, just bam, moving, and it's nice to see that it's confirming, guys, that the technicals seem to be playing out well, and that you guys are spending your time at the right place, guys. So I appreciate that very, very much. In terms of you guys being here, it's just nice to have you. So, in terms of this, the confirmation, people may want to know, okay, it's on the hourly right now. We do have I'm going to say, a problem. Well, if this is a problem, I'm going to talk about how could this be a problem for traders. Let's talk about that retouch along this EMA, right? Well, how would this be a problem? Well, it might guard people. People might become also, instead of being more guarded, they might become more interested in trade somewhere else. Pure technical conformance in terms of the move to the upside, that nice velocity, and then, guys, just that downward sloping channel that's well contained. That's what we would want in terms of like maximizing like probabilities, right? So this would diminish probabilities somewhat. It would make us a little bit more, I'd say, from a trading standpoint, a day trading standpoint, it might make us a little bit more guarded on the upside. It's already misbehaved one time. We don't want to get caught, especially if we're playing with heavy money, guys. We don't want to get caught on the upside. So if it does move, how are we going to respond? First of all, it's the same, guys, the same standard protocol that we go through all the time. We want to break through this line of resistance. You guys know that. We want to break through the line of resistance, right, to enter into the trade. Okay, to enter. Yes, we want to break through the line of resistance right here. Okay, and around that $40,000 mark, guys, we want to break through that. Then we want to use the previous resistance, that same line, as a line of support, guys. Then we want to get some momentum, and we want to watch that sucker go. We're going to be a part of it. You guys know that. So those are our three kind of qualifications. We need a breakthrough. We need a reconfirmation wherein the resistance becomes the support, then the momentum to the upside. That's the 1, 2, 3 combo, the knockout punch that we're always looking for on a bull flag. The same applies with other patterns. You guys know that. We've been very good, guys. We've tried to throw a lot of variety in with the patterning. I want you guys to know that. All the patterning we're doing in the back, I want you guys to recognize, even if that one's different, this one's different, I want you to see the next move coming. When you can anticipate those moves, when you can get involved, guys, and plan 1 or 2 or 3 steps ahead, your limit orders are going to be ahead of the rest of the group, guys. So when those, some limit orders get picked up, some don't. You guys have noticed that. Well, yours didn't get picked up this time. You were on the fib, it got hit. What happened? Well, those other orders may have been placed before you. Okay, so as we look at that, drawing your Fibonacci's quickly, guys, getting into the pattern recognition, drawing your trend lines, etc. That's critical in terms of your success, in terms of booking positive trades. That's always what we want to bring to the game, guys, is increasing that probability that you're going to book a positive trade. That's why we are together. That's why we have this group, guys. So I would appreciate you guys hitting the like button. If you've just shown up, let me know how many people would like to hear maybe some pricing targets or differentials. I'll do the differentials with January in terms of the bull flag we had then, just to look at whether or not we're in conformance. But other than that, if you guys have been here the whole time, there's no need to kind of repeat that. So in terms of I know Julian is doing really well. Ryan is doing really well. Ryan and Jagger are old timers, guys, in terms of like a VIP group. Is very strong in terms of how how they're approaching things. Jack, very disciplined. I know Ryan from Wyoming, I think you're about to really enter into some higher level positions, I think. So from my talks with Ryan, from my discussions, I'll say, or online communications with Ryan, definitely looking forward to you progressing in your trade. And you guys, in terms of that, we're really focused on the technicals and that community environment, guys. You can't always be there all the time. You guys know that. As I look at the map, guys, I'll look at the map of all of our traders. We have traders, guys, literally that are in Croatia, or they're in Bulgaria, they're in Australia. A lot of people in Australia, United Kingdom. We have Egypt to Middle East. We have Dubai to, guys. We have traders all over the world, Canada too, guys. We have South America. We have traders all over the world, guys, that are participating, communicating, etc. They'll communicate with me frequently, and I'm able to, to really look at that dynamic in terms of the data as well. The data from Gate. Use that link. Why? Because I can see what people are focused on as well. Well, people are focused on that right now. Well, let me take a look at that. Is there any kind of risk there? I like to look at things like that. And, not that I'm definitely not covering the account. I'm not, anything like that. It's nothing like, it's nothing strange like that. It's just I'm very into data. I've studied intelligence in the past. I've done empirical research, and I've gotten into that methodology. I've programmed computers. I've done things like that. So I want that data. I want to be able to work with the programmer that I'm also working with now. Guys, he's a very, very high level professional, guys. Very, very successful businessman. You'd be shocked if you knew his story. So shout out to Matthew. Sir, it's a pleasure to meet you. I look forward to putting together another algorithm that generates, let's say, was it 1,200% on the first algorithm that Matthew put together. So in terms of trying to better your, in terms of trying to better, guys, your trading, I appreciate you guys being in VIP. I do appreciate that very much, and we appreciate. We want to shout out to Angel Matos on the top, $10,000 level of supporter. That's impressive. I think he's done very well in crypto. I definitely think he's done well in crypto, and we appreciate him, shouting out when he gets away from his busy work schedule. I think he's got a work schedule right now that he's hard at work. So in terms of the let's see. In terms of, what about Andrew? Andrew is another guy. Andrew is a $1,000 level of supporter. That's very exciting for us because he's just hit the super chat, just tried to knock the button off a few times, and he definitely knows how to do that. He's a great trader as well, so we appreciate Andrew being a strong $1,000 level of supporter. And Josh, you guys know Josh. You guys know Lars. Just AJ. You guys know in the crew. It's a good group. I think Soho Trade, 2 or 3 more. I may do a special feature on anyone that I missed. How about that? I may do a special feature for everybody else. So as we look at this, guys, let's go back to the daily and let's review something really simple that we can look at, and we can, all of the noise that we have felt, guys, over the preceding number of days and weeks and all the terror and fright, guys, look at this and how easy this is. Look at how easy this has been. I tried to deduce it, just come up with kind of a major plan here. This is, we're looking right now, this is on the daily charts. Take a look at this right here. You guys see this previous intermittent level of support, guys, in January. Yes, we see that, right? Absolutely. That's 29,694 thereabouts on the line chart, okay? On the line chart for the daily. Now, what did we finally hit over here? We finally hit the same exact level on the line. Once we hit that same exact level on the line, what happened? Well, we used the previous level of support as kind of, and guys, I think institutionally something was going on here in January, but it's just really dynamic to be able to literally just draw a flat line of support, a flat line of support right across the, guys, right across the way here. It's just, has everything been that easy the whole time? I just looked at it today. I'm like, I should probably bring this to everyone's attention and just let them know that we could have drastically simplified things at some point. Of course, as we look back at things, it's worth just at least noting that level of support may be reinforced, guys. I'm going to say it may be reinforced. Wouldn't that be nice? We measured the move to the upside. Were we to build, and I'm going to bring up a few different ideas here. Now, as you guys look at in January, guys, the move, this beautiful bull flag, guys, and it did start there. We did the measurement. It did start there after this other small bull flag, right? So it started there, the move to the upside. This is a bull flag. We've drawn that out, guys. If we were to complete another bull flag, we may experience some additional, let's go to the hourly so we can really discuss this. Some additional volatility, okay, to in terms of consolidation. I would not necessarily want to say this, but I do want to be prepared for this, and I think you guys should definitely listen to this. In terms of the overall move that this might look like, if we were to do something, and let me do this real quickly. Let me go ahead and make sure that this line is something you guys can appreciate. I think this will change the way you're looking at things immediately. I'm glad that you guys are able to definitely watch this. If we were to do something, and I want to make that line even thicker, I just want to do this. I think you guys will get a lot out of this little exercise right here. Let me go ahead and make sure that you guys can definitely see this. I'm going to make this a real thick line so you guys can see this, just like the price action. Were this price action, I want to talk about this, whether or not you're prepared for this move. Okay, we're already looking at the bull flag on top, guys. That downward channel with this, with the caveat that there has been a little bit of a disruption, a little bit of a variance there. You guys know that. In terms of that gives a little bit less probability to it. We're still highly geared into this for a breakout, reconfirmation, and move to the upside, guys. We're highly, highly interested in that. But if we look at the pricing, guys, were we to look at a bull flag, what would be the response if we were to do something like this? I just want to bring that up. What if we were to do something like this? Okay, and I bring that up because in the prior time frame, you guys hit the like button if you've just shown up. It'll help me know whether or not I need to go over pricing targets or anything like that. Now, if we were to do something like this, now we're cornered in at the top and may break out of that smaller pattern. If we were to do something like this, I want to look at the previous time frame, and guys, that's a lot different from where we're at right now. But in terms of any chaotic treachery or anything the market may want to go through, or any gloom and doom time, I want to bring that up right there. Why? Because I want to also look at the previous bull flag, guys. The previous bull flag here. Can you see the level of volatility, the level of price action in that bull flag? There's a lot of action in that bull flag. You guys know that. That's a lot of action. That was a tumultuous time. You'll see the hook. You'll see the confirmation, okay, before it moved to the upside. We've already measured that. Correct, okay? So that was a big move. That wasn't a little baby bull flag that decided to break out and achieve a new high. That is a huge, monstrous bull flag in January. Correct. So look at that. Let's just drag that on over, guys. Let's drag that right on over to the current situation. You see, that would even be smaller than the entirety. As you just getting an appreciation for that. Look at how big that bull flag is, guys. Look at that as compared to, and we can time the time frames a little bit, but compared to this. If we did something like this, now you're thinking, well, that would be a small kind of move. It would be a small kind of move, guys. Look at what we're dealing with now. We're not dealing with that at all. We're dealing with a small indicated, guys, a downward sloping channel, which is required. It's going to cut against the trend. The trend is up right now. Don't let anyone confuse you. The trend right now is up, definitely. It's been up since when, guys? It's been up since that little bitty baby ascending triangle that I brought, at least, definitely notified the VIPs about. Hey, guys, looks like we're in an ascending triangle. Truth, right here. Literally, bam. That's VIP perk in the house, guys. Those back rooms, just a really solid, a solid call, a solid heads up. Like it looks like we may be, about to break out. What tipped me off, and I'm really glad I caught this. What tipped me off was the ascending lows. Okay, that higher low, guys. It just really tipped me off, and I understand that was going, downward. But I just saw this move. I saw the next one move, and literally I picked it up there. And you guys know in the back room, I try and always predict where we're at. It did reconfirm off the top and move to the upside, guys. Was very happy to be able to bring that to the VIPs. Guys, that's why I do things, right? That's why I want you guys to be successful in crypto, right? So those back rooms, they are reserved for the VIP members. You guys can reinforce not only your trades in Bitcoin, but in Ethereum or Dogecoin. We have a lot of love for crypto in general, and for the different communities. We've traded the heck out of Doge. You guys know that. We've loved trading Doge. It's been a lot of fun. When it goes on a run, we'll be there. I'll tell you, we'll probably be there. I'm going to tell you that. So we're going to have fun with it too. So looking at this larger bull flag, let's just bring it back into let's see if we can just return just a touch. There we go. Do you see that bull flag? The size of that bull flag? Yes. Okay. If you see the size of that bull flag, then we're going to just pull this over. That was January, just to get an idea, guys, just to get an idea of the level of expression of the downward channel, which we might have which we don't have yet. Okay, so if we start to rock and roll, if things start to give and go, if we start to form a pattern, who's going to be more excited than us? I don't think anybody. Why? Because we've already rocked and rolled through this, through the entirety, I'll say, of this consolidation over the last 60-plus days. But guys, understand, we're ready for something like that to come out of the woodwork. That's fine with us. The preceding January bull flag, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty at all. But we're ready to do that, and we're excited about that. So if and when we start to throw, guys, if and when the pricing action starts to do what it wants to do, who's going to be there? We're going to be there. Who's going to flip out? Not us. We're ready to trade the top and bottom of the channel. You guys know that. We're going to hit it, right? We're going to slam in with trades. You guys were having so much fun. We are having so much fun watching you trade. You guys know that. This is the place, guys. You're day traders. You know how cool that is? We got a good group of day traders. Like, what's up? You guys are doing such a great job. And during the tough times, guys, if it is heading down, if you're struggling, today we traded a downward channel. Whew, that was tough, guys. It was tough. The market seemed a little bit unbalanced. It wasn't picking up all the orders, etc. It's like, we're in, I don't know, guys. A lot of you book trades. It may be the time I talk about brackets. Put some brackets. If you're slamming into things, the reason we day trade real heavily, guys, when we day trade real heavily at real small intervals of time, and we're just hitting it back and forth, guys, we go through so many patterns. We go through so much price action. It makes this look like it's literally, we could read a book and then tell you, what it's going to do. We're able to react so much more quickly to something like this, and we're so far ahead of the game on the macro when we spend time in the micro on the day trading. So it's not that we have just that expression in terms of who we are, guys. Some people hold. I think they're holding kind of backup reserve crypto right now. I think a lot of people are doing that, but they also buy and sell. I would say, like, Elon, his group, etc. I'd be interested to know what all SpaceX has decided to do. I was doing a little bit of research earlier on today about Warren Buffett. You guys do know that Warren Buffett invested $500 million in Nubank. And Nubank does offer cryptocurrency to its clients, its wealth management clients. You guys know that? Warren Buffett, that's right. Was it $60 billion? It was worth $60 billion in 2008 or so. Not sure. You guys look up the issue. We're not huge fans of Wall Street, but Warren Buffett has set the market in terms of investing. So there's issues like that are coming to the forefront now in terms of JP Morgan's participation, in terms of, the different things we can look at. We're just, we're seeing some signs. If those signs continue in terms of generating additional corporate, guys, and I mean the main corporate mainstays, investment banks. Do you know how many people are continually asking me about Bitcoin? Do you know how many people? In that I do it, everyone wants to get on Gate. First of all, everyone wants to get on Gate. That's the pinned tweet. Make sure you're linked to this, guys, to that account, because it's just huge. You're going to share commissions. First of all, it's the most sophisticated trading platform we have used. Also, you guys know new ICOs, initial coin offerings. One went 100x. You guys know that, 100x in 48 hours. Hello, guys. We have spent months or years, etc., with other coins, watching them try to go 100x. So when we see that. Now, I'll say this. What was Doge this year? Well, Doge was 100x, right? It took a few months, right? We had to wait 48 hours. Thank you. We'll take 48 hours, won't we? And that's real information, guys. That's no hype. Look it up. Look it up on Gate. Use this link. Go over to Gate. Look up the gainers. Look up SPS, what it did. Do the chart measurements, etc. And in terms of being involved in those startups, you guys make those decisions. But we're definitely going to be doing some additional diagnostics in terms of the ones that we are already doing, because I did bring SPS to the group, to the VIP, and said, may want to take a look at this. If people got involved before then, startup level kind of core capital with the group, that's your 100x, guys. So there are different levels of involvement. You guys we will go through more of those. We're going to have a conference call this Sunday. We're going to have a conference call. I'm going to go over some additional issues in terms of ICOs, startups, etc., so you guys can at least become knowledgeable about them. Because, someone just told me today, I was telling them about something like that. We're talking about Bitcoin, and he says, a real matter-of-fact business guy, very successful. He goes, he was talking about new ICOs, and he goes, that right there is where the majority of the new millionaires are being made. And I was like, wow, what a statement. I really, really took to that. I was like, I really agree with you. I think that's a phenomenal outlook. He's a very sophisticated oil and gas guy. And he's telling me, he's like, that right there is where the majority of the new millionaires are being made, okay, is in some of those smaller coins, etc. So, and he himself is interested in getting involved in Gate, the exchange, etc. So I'm going to continue to talk about that because it represents such a different dynamic than what you're interested, or what we've been interested in. And I know we want to tune out right now, which is interesting. People just want to tune out and find something else. hold on. Why would people want to tune out and find something else to go back to a coin which potentially could underperform when there are performers? There are coins that are just literally doing phenomenally well. So the balance I love the price action. I'll tell you this on Bitcoin. I just do. Guys, I love the culture on Dogecoin. In terms of Elon pushing it, the memes, everything else like that, I think it's fun. I'm going to tell you that. I think it's fun. Some of the Bitcoin culture, I'm not a huge fan of. I can tolerate it. I'll tell you that. And I'm sure everyone's just a huge fan of everything we do, right? Not all the time. No one's out to be, it's not a popularity contest. We know that. But in terms of the culture, the dynamics, putting it together, your trades are going to have a culture. Your portfolio is going to have a characteristic about it as well. So when we talk about ICOs or anything else like that, guys, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about it and there's another 100x in the next 10 days. True? True. Absolutely. Everyone, and like the people who tuned out will start kicking themselves, saying, well, I should have gotten, I would have gotten, I didn't. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to talk about it enough to reinforce it, hammer it home. If you guys aren't linked up right now on Gate, if you're not linked up, guys, get linked up with data. Hello, get linked up. My link, get linked with VIP. If you're in VIP and you're not linked, hello, get linked up. We're doing the data, guys, for ICOs. We're going to be doing kind of a group project. We're going to see if we can put all our heads together, figure out which of these are going to be really great, okay, on startup levels, yeah, on like new coin issuance, like here's free coins, here's this and that, whatever's going around. Okay, great. So, yeah, I would definitely make sure you guys are plugged in. And we don't want to over-talk it. We definitely don't want to overhype it. We do coffee trades. You guys know that. Just a cup of coffee. We'll throw a cup of coffee into a new startup. Why not? Maybe an expensive cup of coffee, but you guys know that. There's nothing wrong with making 100 cups of coffee out of one, right? Small trades, guys. It doesn't require a lot of money. $100 would have become $10,000 a few days ago. So you guys know that? $100 is $10,000. That's fine. You can afford to pepper out with a few different ones that look like they're quality. You just can. And if you can't, I don't know. It may be something you can look forward to in the future. I don't want to read into too much. I have raised this bull flag formation up here in case we decided to do something like that. Why? Because there would be chaos. There would be turmoil. There would be literal frantic ranting and raving around. We will sit here and say, now that's if we don't complete the top level bull flag, guys. We're just looking at chart formations right now. You guys know that. We're just looking at a downward sloping channel with a little bit of variation. Oh, let me zoom back out on that with a little bit of variation. Okay, in terms of the move, this kind of break through this line of support, not ideal. We can go to a different time frame where that doesn't even exist. Didn't spend that much time there. Recontacting, may have been some heavy orders there, or a heavy sell order went through in terms of a pickup or a drop off. What we would say is that variation doesn't kill the deal. It does not kill the deal. Guys, we're operating within this channel right now, this downward sloping channel, which cuts against the grain of this upward trend. That's exactly what a bull flag needs to be, guys. An exact definition includes exactly that. So as we look at this, and this is just interesting, guys. This is the original. This is what I brought more recently to the VIP, and I'm letting them know that you guys know this is a falling wedge. That's a continuation pattern. Yeah, you know that. Now, it's just one time frame upon which this is indicated. I'm not sure you guys have seen this, but you guys understand a falling wedge is a continuation pattern, meaning what? It's going to want to continue to the upside. Now, it's contraindicated on other time frames. Always looking at the different time frames. The 4 hours is a strong time frame. You guys know that. But, a falling wedge is going to be bullish. First of all, it's going to be bullish. It's already broken out. It's achieved the confirmation. What we need is the momentum. We need that momentum. So if this pattern fails on the 4 hour, and it could, it could go ahead and do what it will choose to do, guys. If it's in the process of forming an inverse head and shoulders, don't be surprised. We just talked about it. If it wants to form an inverse head and shoulders, it might make its way up, to that level to where we want to look back on the hourly, and see if that would constitute a breakout. So there's some different dynamics in play between the 1 hour and the 4 hour, guys, between every time frame. You guys know that. We focus down on the minute, on the second. We are slamming trades in and out. We're having a good time doing that. There's a big reason we're doing that. You're getting used to your exchange. When you're doing that, you're getting used to the variables, used to the stop limit orders, used to your trigger prices, guys, used to how things function, so you can trade huge, bigger, I'm going to say huge amounts if you want to, but you can trade more significantly once you understand the parameters. You won't be afraid of anything, guys, and that's the idea. Slam around, kick through. I know AJ had a $5,000 profit the other day. AJ, shout out to you, Air Force in Air Force, and this is just my hat. I wear it for him and them and everything else. Not formally affiliated. I'm not in the military, but I did study. I studied military intelligence. So anyone who's in the military, shout out. What's up? Hope you guys are doing well. And we love the military crew. So that tactical, strategical, logistic, I'd say logistic mindset and strategic, excuse me, and logistic mindset really functions well within the parameters of trying to capitalize on this on moves like this, guys. So as we would look at this bull flag, I've already expanded out the possibility of this. Let's add in another variable here, guys. Another variable. Incidentally, that diamond pattern in the back, the chart I gave you guys in the back, that was interesting to see how that worked out very, very closely. So in terms of the confirming off of that. So we might look at something like this in terms of a bull pattern formation. We may not need it, right? We may just play the break out of this. It may go up to the, rocket through the roof, and we're fine. We may have a blast with it, guys. We will trade it. Okay, so you guys know we will have an entry. We will have an exit. We will trade it. Okay, we do not give awards around here for diamond hands. We just don't. I teach people, and I would say this, as a matter of fact, I have taught people in around the top of Bitcoin, at the top of Bitcoin, and was teaching them about how it was the top of Bitcoin. And you're like, well, why didn't you tell everyone? Well, they had, they literally, I think they hired me to teach them. All right, so some of those guys are VIPs. They just did. That's the truth. So in terms of that, they wanted lessons. They wanted this and that. I'm like, fine, let's get together. And they're like, fine, let's get together. So we got together like a 24-hour program. It was a 24-hour program I gave them. In terms of, we're going to spend 24 hours together. It was 3 hours twice a week, so it was 6 hours a week. We did that for 4 weeks straight, okay? 4 weeks straight is 24 hours. 24 hours, right? 24 hours a day, right? Day trading, boom, right? Not financial advice, just let's get into this. I talk, it's interesting, with people from JP Morgan. I talk with people from all different types of banking divisions around here, have friends. They didn't learn to trade at JP Morgan. They didn't go to an investment banking solution to learn to trade, guys. Normally, you have to interact with someone. You have to interact with someone who's really, really good at trading. Stockbrokers, a lot of times, are not really strong traders. They're not. They may understand the basics of it. Investment advisors may not even understand Fibonacci's. You guys, in all likelihood, understand a lot more than the average. I'll say definitely than the average. A Series 7 investment advisor, guys. You understand more than they do in terms of trading, entry, exit, how to work your exchange, etc. So that's really exciting for me. So if we were to see this price action, it almost looks like it just fits there. The reason I chose this is because it's in line with this previous move to where it would really kind of eclipse the entirety of this. Now, it may be an extended time frame if we're going to get into that, but you see this previous kind of aberration here. It's like, what is it really doing? Well, it would look a lot more, I would say it would be conducive to some real bullish activity there if we could achieve something like that. It's not necessary. But as we look at the variations in the pattern, I'm always trying to deduce. I'm always trying to plan ahead in terms of what would we be looking at, potentially with this move down like this? What can we make out of this that would really fulfill the entirety of it? And I want to prepare you guys for a move like that in terms of we're ready for it, right? Absolutely. You guys know you have your stop orders, your stop loss orders, and guys, do those until you get them. All right, the trigger trades, do those until you get them. Okay, work with a small amount of money. Watch it get liquidated. Okay, make sure you get into something that's going down. Go ahead and do a stop loss. Make sure you can get out of it with a small amount of money. Make sure you understand the exchange you're on. It's just critical. Some of you are looking for buy and sell targets, guys. That's it's been easy with all of these formations, with all the positive moves. Some of you have entered lower when I said it's a good time to buy Bitcoin. I don't say those things all the time. You guys know that. So when I said that, I know that some people just did decide, okay, that's it, bam. And it was nice because I've met a lot of people recently who've been asking about it, etc. And to be able to say, yep, there we go, 40% in about 5 days. So that's really, really nice to know that. And guys, I appreciate you guys being here. Hit the like button if you haven't been here since the beginning. I will go back and cover the pricing targets. I'll go back and cover those pricing targets for you. So, and let's see what we have here. At least your badge is still VIP. Absolutely it is. We welcome everybody here, and I want to let you guys know that wherever you're at or wherever we are at, we just welcome you guys in the VIP. You guys mean a lot to me. Believe it or not, through all the hard times, good times and bad, you guys mean a lot to me. I mean that to every single person, all right? So I appreciate you guys a lot, okay? How about that? Now let's get tough again and get back into the market. All right, so in terms of this, we're looking at a potential formation like that. I wouldn't be disappointed. I'd be so excited. Guys, if we formed anything like this, it would be an indication. Game on. I'm going to tell you, game on. You back off and game on without a doubt. If we were to formulate something like this, it would literally be go time. I'm going to tell you, it would be something that no one would. I mean, it would just from a technical standpoint, if we were to formulate something like this in terms of a bull flag of that magnitude, guys, it would be game over. Guys, we would be ready to rock and roll like nobody's business. Why is that? Look at the previous bull flag. That bull flag in January, huge move to the upside on the way up to $64,863.10, $64,863.10. Right? That's a big bull flag, right? So if we were to endeavor to achieve something that looked kind of like that, guys, it's going to be rock and roll time. I'm going to tell you, there's going to be a whole lot of involvement. If you were to build something like that now, it's been moving right now, which has been increasing interest in it. As you guys look at it, well, it is moving. It's moving up. This would kind of shy some people away from it who don't know technicals. It'd be very interesting. It'd be a very interesting time to capitalize on the market. Understand that edge that your technical knowledge gives you. Understand that edge, because if we were to experience volatility, what it's going to do, it's going to have people, oh, well, that's the Bitcoin the way it is. We understand the technical edge. We understand that's the time we're going to get into it. We could talk to 100 people and say, well, we're getting into a bull flag. They wouldn't know what it is. Maybe one person might, right? So as we look at that, it may be a very interesting time for you guys to capitalize. If you're looking for a real strong entry point, we may get something interesting like this. Again, the psychology of the market it could push people away. What's a little bit down, a little bit up, let it fly, let it float. Capitalize your position. That's why you've been spending all this time in technical analysis, why you've been preparing with your reserve cash to power into moves like this, right? And I'm going to tell you, with all the alts, et cetera, guys, Bitcoin has put up the numbers. Hey, Bitcoin's put up the numbers. You got to say, Bitcoin's put up the consistency in terms of the pattern formation. That breakout, guys, the breakout of that falling wedge, give it to Bitcoin. What's going on? That's a huge breakout. The small little that we found in the back room, the small little ascending triangle. Hello. Guys, huge move. Then that was a huge move. Then the breakout of the falling wedge. It's been hugely technically conformant. Beautifully well done, right? And in terms of the returns, I'm going to tell you guys, I understand altcoins. Now, the new startups, I may be real interested in new startups, etc. I do believe at some point we're going to look at Doge and say, look, Dogecoin just went another 10x. I'm going to tell you that's most likely going to happen. Doge likes to go 10x. So at whatever point it wants to do it from, at some point it's probably going to be another 10x. 5x, I would probably give it. I think Elon and company probably has some sort of idea they're going to put another 10x into 10 times your return into Doge at some point. I don't know when. There's a reason he's got his shades on with the Doge in the background. You guys know that. We appreciate the Doge community very much. You guys are very welcome here all the time. We would never forsake you or forget you. You guys are great. And in terms of the move here, we guys hope that you recognize, well, Bitcoin's kind of been interesting, right? It may have been the investment you wanted to get involved in. It's like, well, I want more coins. A lot of people have, right? It's like, I can only buy a billionth of a coin. No, right? Instead, you want to get into something, well, I have a look at all these coins, right? And it's worked out very well that way for a lot of people in Doge. Doge outperformed Bitcoin this year by a long shot. You guys know that. Recently, attention, Bitcoin, guys. And now I started in Bitcoin before I started in Doge. I want to let you guys know that. Me personally, I started in Bitcoin before I started in Doge. So that's me. Okay. So, but in terms of that, it doesn't diminish my, kind of the rights that we have to incorporate into Doge, or anyone does, in terms of do only good every day. We like that a lot. We appreciate all the work that Tesla and SpaceX and everyone is doing, JP Morgan, etc., in the crypto community. We appreciate that for Bitcoin, for everything. We believe Dogecoin has a future. Ethereum, beautiful coin, beautiful technology. You guys know that. There's a lot of things that are coming to fruition in terms of the market as a whole. We really believe in it here, and that's why we're here. I would not be in this space doing all of this technical diagnostics, etc., unless it were, I'm going to say a few things here, unless it were very productive in terms of the returns that people are seeing, and the level of technical, I'd say, acumen or skill level that people are able to put together. I'm seeing that on behalf of the VIPs. That is confirming to me. I wouldn't spend all this time but for that. Also, the level of respect that other people are signing off on when they hear of this or that. Oh, you have no idea how interested people are. Guys, it's odd because we do have, and we have a solid core group of people here, like you guys. Understand, when I talk around here and this and that around town, guys, and I shake hands with some people, guys. You understand, okay? I'm not going to, drop names or anything. We had a former NFL join VIP today. What's up? Nice. Yeah, nice move. Hopefully he's got good hands. Let's see what he can do on the keyboard with a new crypto exchange. He's going to get on Gate. Another guy got on Gate. A guy who could have bought, guys. He could have bought in 2008. Someone tried to sell him $25,000 worth of Bitcoin. We interviewed him at the beginning of the stream. $25,000 worth of Bitcoin, guys, would be worth $500 million. They tried to get him to invest. The guy had a mining company. One of his friends, he's just a good guy from North Carolina. He was going to buy $25,000 worth at $2. Good heavens. And just today, I've been talking with the last few days, just today he finally signed up to buy Bitcoin. Believe it or not, is that not a cool story? It's a cool story for me because, you don't hear things like that on that drastic of a scale. And now he's finally into Bitcoin. What's up? Yeah, that's really nice that he's getting the exposure to the market, that he's able to open up to it right now. It may not be the same return whatsoever, but another coin might. That's what he's excited about right now. Very interesting because he's interested in that right now. Well, look at the prices of all these small ones. He's pushing it. I don't have to say anything. He's pushing Gate. I'm already on it. I got on it in 5 minutes. No, you need to sign up like this. I just did it. He's just doing all that. It's like, and so when I come to you with an idea or something like that, it sounds like, London's just selling something. I don't have to sell anything. You should have seen this guy literally from 2008 who could have gotten into Bitcoin at for $25,000 at $2 a piece, guys. That's a huge multiple, right? You guys understand that. In terms of that, I didn't have to do anything. He's sitting there just talking, chit-chatting to everybody. Well, you need to sign up on this right now. No, I tell you, I should have, and I didn't. That's what he was saying to everybody. So it was really interesting to see that dynamic play out. I'm like, I could just, at some point, the people I'm talking to, I bring that up because, yes, you guys are receiving information. You're learning the technicals. You're advancing as traders. That's very important to me. What's also important, guys, is the level of respect in the community around here with people I'm meeting. They're very interested. It's just like, the lights are on, right? And definitely in terms of plugging that in mentally, there's just a real strong level of interest in crypto. A lot of people saw a lot of people make money, right? They saw that they know those profits were taken, right? That market went somewhere for a reason, guys. It certainly did. A lot of profits were taken. You guys know that. So people understand the volatility. They want to be a part of the right coin. They want that backdoor access, absolutely, to be able to plug into the right coins. We've had a few of them, guys, whether it's a 2X, a 5X, a 10X, whether or not it's just practicing on your new coins. There will be another 100X, okay? I'll tell you that. There will be another 100X, and I'll go as far as saying on Gate, on a startup, probably this year, maybe next year, there will be another 100X. Okay, mark me down. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But there will be another 100X that is a startup on Gate this year, maybe into the first quarter of next year. Just mark my words. If not 2 or 3. Okay, so that's that. The distillation process there is very important, guys, because you cannot cover the breadth of all of those coins. You cannot say, well, and this is big time stuff, guys. If you could put $1,000 into something and pop it, and it's $100,000. You guys understand, and that's not just hearsay. That's not unverifiable. That's not me selling anything. No, I was talking with the guy literally who could have invested in 2008. He didn't. His wife wouldn't let him. And I said, well, oh my gosh. He goes, I got a divorce. And I was like, well, I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, he would have 500 million in Bitcoin right now, guys. He doesn't. He's very interested today. He's a well-to-do businessman, guys. He's sold companies. He's a well-to-do guy. In terms of his understanding now, is his focus is, well, yeah, Bitcoin, but these are the smaller coins. Now, he has that experience of not buying it at $2, and he would have had, and his friend asked him for an investment in a mining company. He had a Bitcoin miners back in 2008, I believe, in North Carolina. He was telling me the story, and yeah, I would have put in $25,000. I just sold a business, he said, so I had the money. I was going to put it in. My wife wouldn't let me put it into the mining business. Wow. He's interested, from his perspective, he's interested in the new coins. We are too. I'm interested in the distillation process because if there's 1,000 of them, if you guys understand A and B round financing, essentially that's capital investment for a new company. All right. So if someone has a good idea for a company, they'll go out and try and acquire, guys, they're trying to acquire capital. Okay. They'll go through A round or B round financing. They'll go through round 1, round 2 of financing. Guys, those are pitched to investors. Those investors review thousands and thousands, literally probably 3,000 to 5,000. They might pick 3. Literally out of 3,000 to 5,000 investment proposals, they will dig through them and pick 3 to maybe 5. Literally that rate of investment, guys, those are some of the people I've been around, okay, in different areas. They're the people who distill all that information and come up with the right investment. Ding. Right, there's just one. I've got a stack of boxes up here with potential investments or potential coins. I want to find the one. Ding. Like, that's what we want. That's the dynamic I want to put together. That's what I would be extremely happy being able to bring to you guys, is a dynamic like that where, certainly, guys, certainly you're able to profit to an extreme degree. That's my goal, guys. Why if we have a group and people are making money, how are we going to be number one? We're going to be number one because you guys are going to make the most money. Like, in my mind, that's exactly, I'm not just hyping that. I mean, if we didn't get it in the startup as a group, etc., that's okay. I'm talking with some, just so you guys know, some guys, I'm talking with some attorneys. I'm talking some high-level attorneys. I'm talking with some high-level, corporate, very, very well-known, just so you guys know, very well-known corporate attorneys and very well-known, hello, guys, wealth managers, etc., like corporate on a scale that's like, oh, really, that guy kind of, individuals that I'm discussing things with. So when I'm having those discussions, what's in my mind is I want to bring some wealth-making opportunities to you all in the right context, at the right time, in the right way. Okay, so I've already spoken with, so you guys know, with securities regulation boards. I've already spoken with them, guys. I've already written back and forth because new ICOs, new coin offerings, as much as, and I'll just tell you, it's always nice to get back to Bitcoin for me. Right? Dogecoin has its place in our heart as well. It's a great coin. I love it. But Bitcoin, it just moves a little more slowly. It allows us to enter into a trade. It allows us to prepare for the next move. It just is a little smoother around than all the ICOs that are moving at a lightning speed pace. We still get real quick with trading Bitcoin. You guys know that, quicker than most. I think, I can definitely say, guys, we have a professional level of traders. I just know we do in terms of what you guys are able to execute. I was talking with Jay Suave, one of our VIPs, and guys, just esteem to this. He's hitting probably 70 to 80% of his trades. That is what I'm talking about, guys. That's beautiful. So as we talk about that distillation process, I just expressing to you guys the work I'm doing in the background to where you know that, no, we're serious about these new coins. We're serious about the dynamic also of it not being a waste of people's money. Do you honestly think that I would involve people in something that's just a waste of people's money? No, I mean, that's not going to grow the group. It's not going to do anything dynamic. The dynamic is wealth creating opportunities, and it's just to not put it like that. It sounds kind of formalized, doesn't it? But really, enriching yourself with wealth, guys, the opportunities are there. If we skip them, we're going to look back and say, I'm just going to say, kind of like Rick that I met today, and a great guy from North Carolina, an older gentleman, a little bit older. He had sold his business in 2008. He didn't invest $25,000. And I'm not talking about putting 25 grand into anything. It's unnecessary, I think, at this point. But he was going to his friend asked him to put $25,000 into a Bitcoin mining facility he had in North Carolina. Okay, and Rick had just sold his business, had 25 grand, and his wife wouldn't let him invest it. He wanted to invest that at $2, and Bitcoin was $2. He said he thought it was in December. He was trying to think about, I think it was in December of 2000 and 2008. Now that would be $500 million. Okay, so just in terms of everything, he was very excited about the ICOs. I have 100x there on the profile picture for this chat, for this videos, and I just want to let you guys know that that's what we're looking at. That's what I want to be able to bring you guys. So that distillation process, it may take some cooperation. I'm going to tell you guys that. It may take us, well, you're this guy, you're that guy, you're this girl, you're that girl. Let's put the team together. Let's figure out which of these ICOs are really going to be worth something. So I'm looking forward to interacting with the business professionals, okay, that I know, okay, and some of them represent, some of the bigger names that you guys do know, okay, around. I'm very fortunate to have those contacts. I'm very fortunate to know you guys, and we're very fortunate to have a group like we do. It's exciting, and no one has to be perfect. I'll tell you that. We don't need anyone to be perfect. We just want to find the perfect opportunities within the perfect kind of as perfect of an environment as we can create right now. So I'll just say that, and it's not always easy. You guys know that it's a different market. It has its different challenges, but yeah, we're always willing to give people a new chance too. That's just how we are. So if anything has happened with any of you, if you'd like to email me or DM me on Twitter, I'd be happy to discuss anything with you. And I say that with all of my heart, and everything else, I hope you guys are doing well. We would like to see this formation here, something like that on the aggregate. I believe it would have more of an upside in terms of the overall potential of where it could. I want to see that upside target of like 52,000. I just want to see that. That's just it. I'm dreaming of that. Look at the bull flag here in January. That's a big bull flag, huh? Yeah. Bitcoin had a big bull flag, right? It had a big move to the upside. You get a bull flag like that, guys. That you deserve some credit for that. That's interstellar. That's just that is write home about and always remember. So in terms of expanding this, you see the degree to which it's not even that. Whoops. No, it is it is down. When I talk about a topside target, I'm trying to repeat that run up, the velocity up. That's why I have that larger bull flag. You guys know it would move to the upside, the nature of the amplitude beforehand. Yeah, I would repeat that. So I don't mind this one here. I don't mind if we can turn this into a bull flag, etc. If we can really trade it like a bull flag, it wants to break out. We have a little bit of a variation here. We have this point of variability along this side here, right? We have that if we could knock that off, right? Just someone knock that off, right? That's okay. It's not expressed on some other time frames. So this downward sloping channel, guys, would be a nice move to the upside. It would repeat the previous move, and you guys know I've drawn that out. It's kind of contraindicated, a little bit of fuzzy logic involved in here. Does the zigzag, this move, does that really count or not? We can go through that. Some people will take it both levels if it can achieve the maximum in the entirety of it. But that's the amplitude. So when I look at, why would I want to? Why would I want to? I mean, it's just why would you draw on the charts like that? Because I want to repeat not the smaller amplitude in here, just in terms of like if we could have our way. Yeah, I don't want to just repeat this amplitude. I want to repeat the entirety of this amplitude. You guys see that? I would rather take a few days. It's going to wash some people out of the market, but I'm going to tell you, that's not my intention at all. I want to recreate the entirety of this move. This has been it's been almost too beautiful of a move to the upside, guys. It's been, from a standpoint of recognition, it's been too good of a move to the upside. It's been too strong. We covered the candlesticks. We covered them yesterday. You guys know that. Just a phenomenal move, unlike anything we've experienced in the last over 12 months. I'm going to say that as a matter of fact, over 12 months, it is something that we haven't really experienced. Now, if we were to move and recreate this move, it would take us perfectly up to the 38.2%. That 38.2% in terms of the actual target there. And we can get into the targets, we can get into the differentiations, etc. But that's the and we would probably draw it a little bit higher, but we're just, let's see, 32, 42, 52, I'm sorry, 49. I need to look closer. Every time I have my shades on, and I talk numbers, you guys like, take your shades off for a second, but let me look at it. It's around 52, I believe that's what I sent out. Yeah, 51.2, there we go. I was looking at the some retracement instead of an extension that's in the way. I can take those off, but I do think it's important to say, yeah, we would hit, let me look closely, that 38.2, which would be the 49,466. We would accomplish essentially a $52,000 target if we can repeat the entirety of this move. I don't want to just repeat what we just went through in the last day, or last 2 days. That's okay. I want to repeat what we've just done in the last 5 or 6 days. Cumulatively, this has been too nice of a move. I don't want to lose this. Now, I said lose this because we've moved this degree to the upside. We have a history in January of repeating moves to the upside. It got a little choppy here and there. A few alerts may go off from time to time. It's okay. It's just programmed alerts for trading, etc. Let's look at the, since the restart, I think we have kicked into a restart moment. Yeah, for sure, certainly. We're just hovering, guys. We're just hovering and around that same zone. It's just nice to continually kind of see Bitcoin just do what it does, and we're just continually excited. A lot of coins, typically on the move. The alts are okay. I'm looking at the alts as being okay. They're movers. I'm more interested in the startups. I'm just more interested in the new coins. If somebody's going to go 100x or 1000x, I'm interested in that. Price has its limitations as it gets larger. The market capitalization only has so much move. If I can become a part of something, and you guys have become a part of something that has, a market cap of, 10 to 15 to 25 to 50 million, I want to be a part of that and watch that go to the upside. So let me look through the chat real quickly, see if we have any. Let's see what we have. Any questions, any problems, anything? Just today, I wanted to share with you guys, it'll be good for you guys to rewatch the beginning of the program. I'm not sure how clear it was, but I had Rick on. Rick was the guy who was going to buy in Bitcoin in 2008. Now, who am I to tell someone right now they shouldn't buy it, especially him? How could I tell him not to buy it? Can you imagine that? Okay, think about that. He could have bought it $2. He could have made $500 million off of $25,000. He's on the beginning of the stream. Can you imagine me right now telling him, Rick, I'm not sure it's a good time for you to buy. I'd rather you get a better price. I'm not going to hold him back. If he wants to throw into it, whatever he wants to do, that's his journey with the world right now. That's really something else. So I will leave him on in the beginning. And I think I'll make that a special show just for him. You guys can rewatch this if you'd like to. I'll be in the back later on. We'll be trading again tomorrow. I'm really excited about the new coins. I'm excited about the possibilities with Bitcoin as well. And I'm excited about the VIP. We want to give an extra special welcome again to our new VIP, Miami Dolphins, former Miami Dolphins. What's up? He's got some MVP friends, I think. Everybody's MVP, everybody's VIP, but we have a specific group. He's very, Alfonso, very excited about crypto. He's into Bitcoin, into Ethereum, he's into XRP, etc. So Alfonso, former Miami Dolphin. Very exciting to have you. Welcome to the Crypto Kingdom. This is London. I hope you guys do well. Trade. Go book those positive trades. Limit your exposure to the normal rules you guys keep up. I'm just excited that you guys are having such phenomenal success. And just remember, guys, if you see how uncomplicated things are, just look at that dual hit here. You guys see this dual hit, and I'll just leave you with this. The dual hit around this area right here in January, guys, was what? Well, it was perfectly accomplished again, right? It was literally right at that $30,000 mark until it got to that previous level of support. It's like, have we been wasting time? It's a pretty easy formula, guys. But those new ICOs, I'm going to tell you, those new initial coin offerings, I'm very excited about that. We have additional perks we're going to be bringing you. So you guys take care of yourself, and I'll probably enjoy a cigar right now. It's been a good day welcoming in Alfonso. If you guys haven't joined yet, join VIP, sign up on Guide.